So what's the dispute about and how long have you been on strike?
Right, we're on strike 8 weeks now. We're on strike because management have cut our wages by about 20%. The situation is, in our department, which is sort of the largest department of the company is called Goodlord, right behind us. We were, up until January this year, all employed on rolling fixed-term 6-month contracts, being paid at or above the London living wage. Back in November 2020, management announced that they would not be renewing our fixed-term contracts, but instead would be offering new permanent contracts on a lower rate of pay, below the London living wage, amounting to about a 20% pay cut for our members. The management's justification for this was that they were going to make the role fully remote, meaning they said we didn't have to live in London. So they basically said you can either move away from your home, or you can be unemployed, or you can take a job at less than the London living wage. Obviously this isn't acceptable to our members, so we are on strike now for a living wage to stay in our homes in London, working at a job we've been at for, some of us many years, some of us a year or more, and yeah, to stay in our jobs and stay in our homes.
Do you feel that the employers, Goodlord, have taken advantage of the pandemic situation?
Oh, absolutely. This is classic pandemic opportunism. So essentially they've realised with the current business model, they can make their workers remote. The logic and justification was that we're no longer paying for transport, commuting money, so being paid below London living wage is acceptable. The other logic is now that we're working remote, anyone nationwide can be employed. So the concept of a London living wage doesn't logically apply. However, 95% of the department is London-based, as they were employed when their employer was based in London as an office. It's truly awful, and it's not just Goodlord that's making use of this opportunism. It's many companies that have realised we can pay our workers less. They're now working remote. We don't need to pay them a certain amount of money. It's truly horrific. A lot of our workers have been forced to go leave their current property.
Yeah.
They can no longer afford rent. Luckily, some of us have been able to move back home. No one's been made homeless, but any circumstance could lead to that, essentially. And it's truly horrific that there was no system put in place to make up for that.
Yeah, thanks. And what's the best way that people can support your strike?
So first of all, you can check out our social media. The company definitely likes to portray itself as the nice face of the lettings industry, so it'd be good to share all that stuff on social media and let people know what goes on behind the scenes. Our Twitter account and Instagram is called So Badlord, because the company is called Goodlord, and so So Badlord on Twitter and Instagram. You can check out a link which I'll give you to all the information about where we'll be featuring the press, links to our strike fund if you're willing and able. And if you want to come down, if you're in London and you want to come down to a picket as well, you can get in contact with us again. You provide a link, and we can let you know when we'll be picketing.